Pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you guys can join us this morning, early in the morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time every single day. Hey, we're going to find those two-legged pullbacks. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be with you guys. I'm glad you guys are back. Man, how much do I look forward to trading every single day with this community? I'm going to tell you how amazing it is. I am truly lucky. I am actually lucky. I have seriously the best community on YouTube. You guys are amazing. Bernadette Addison says, good morning from New York. What a crazy move after news yesterday. Boy, oh boy, I'm going to go over that this morning, just what happened and kind of what you do around those FOMC announcements. Good morning, chat. Hey, if you're just joining the stream, make sure you drop a GM in the chat with a location, and also make sure you scalp that like button. Pandas, can we get to 100 likes before market open, 9:30? Is it possible to get to 100 likes? That is my challenge to you guys. Let's try to get to 100 likes before market open. You guys have no idea how much it really does help when you guys scalp that like button. Help support the stream. Also, it does help a ton if you guys have that chat engagement. So dropping a GM in the chat with your location also helps a lot. Good morning, guys. Duncan Kilgore, good morning from Oklahoma. Mike Richardson from Charlotte. Pawa Trader from LA, good morning. M. Bonnet, good morning, everybody. Welcome, my pandas. Aaron Korn, my panda. Bernadette, another panda here. Bill Jesso. Aaron Korn says, good morning from Los Angeles. A bamboo time? Let's get that bamboo. Phil W, good morning from Toronto. Another great day to trade. Let's go, baby. Another day to find those perfect setups. SW Blaze says, good morning from Chicago. Scott Hubbard from Lancaster. Astrat Jahiri, good morning from Michigan. Richard Harris, good morning, my fellow pandas. Let's go, baby. Jessica Barkel, good morning from Tampa, Florida. Jessica, it looks like you're in like an airplane or something in your picture. That's pretty cool. I actually can't really see it very well, but it looks like you're like a fighter jet pilot or something like that. It's pretty cool. I could be completely wrong. That's what it looks like. The picture's so small, it's hard to see. Eduardo Rocha, good morning from Miami. My panda. Good morning, guys. Good morning. As you guys are rolling in, make sure you guys scalp that. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. I'm just reading Jessica's comments. It says, I am. It's a long, easy experimental aircraft. That's pretty awesome. That's actually pretty awesome. Free Paper Cuts comes in. He wants a whiskey challenge. Hey, Thirsty Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. Should we throw up a whiskey challenge today for Thirsty Thursday? All right. What we got here? One second, pandas. Gotta do something real important right now. I gotta change the picture. All right, pandas. Pandas, my pandas, my pandas. What should the whiskey challenge be? $300 likes. One second, let me set this up. Thirsty Thursday whiskey challenge. Let's go, baby. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, let's shoot for this. Sorry, pandas, 1 second. Let's go, baby. All right, whiskey challenge. 300 likes. If we get to 300 likes today, I'm gonna pop open a nice bottle of bourbon for you guys. We're gonna celebrate with a little morning juice, adult juice here. Man, oh man, oh man. If you were short here, pandas, woo, it's a perfect scalp. Reverses. I mean, imagine if you went short here. How would you feel if you saw a bar like this? Just how would you feel? And that's kind of the feeling traders are getting right now, who went short here. And that's kind of like the idea of traps, you know? Like, if you ever were in a trade like this when you went short, and you see a bar like this, imagine how you feel, and you're just thinking, this is gonna reverse, this is gonna stop me out. 300 likes during stream. If we can get to 300 likes today, I'm gonna pop open some whiskey. And the reason why I choose 300 likes is because the last time I did this, I did 250 likes, and you guys easily got it. Easily got the 300 likes. Or 250 likes. So I'm just saying, man, let's shoot for 300. And you might say, hey, that's impossible, Panda, because on stream you get about 200 viewers on stream. That's the funny thing. The moment that you guys pump up the likes, actually the more and more people join the stream. And it's actually like exact direct correlation. So let's go, baby. Yeah, let's get to 300 likes. Whiskey challenge today, Thirsty Thursday. Pandas. Can you guys do the impossible? Whiskey challenge should be if you end the stream green. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know about that. whiskey challenge. Just get to 300 likes. I think if I were able to end, I mean, now since my stream is different, where I'm like actually just doing the apex evaluation, you know, it's a little different to try to be like multiple green days, because being green on stream is not as important to me. I mean, it's important, of course, just to be green and just entering the best trades possible. But, you know, before I was kind of like, you know, I do want to end, you know, a couple days green on stream in a row, because I want to increase my contract sizes for stream. When I trade off stream, I trade basically 4 contracts. But on stream, I'm cutting it into half, because that added pressure when you trade, you know, live in front of people, you start to do trades like, okay, maybe this could be a trade, because you just, you know, are eager to jump in a trade, and so your analysis gets a little skewed because you have other motivations to enter trades. Like you want to, like I want to enter trades just so you guys can see a trade, and I don't want to just skip. I don't want to go through whole streams without one trade. I don't like doing that, you know. So typically, you know, I have that added pressure, so I don't like to trade my full contract sizes on stream, because if you have any other stressors, you know, trading with real money in general, very difficult, and you should have 0 stressors when you trade. Like, even if you don't get enough sleep, in my opinion, you shouldn't trade, because that little edge you have, or whatever edge we have in the market, is very small. It is very small. And so if you trade too long, or if you have any other, like if you go on tilt, or if you are tired, or, you know, just say you just walked away from the screen and come back and you're just trying to read the price action right away, and, you know, you just have those little things that can mess up your focus, your edge disappears. Now, trading live, when you're talking about trying to reduce the amount of stressors you have, trading live, you know, whatever edge I have does decrease, and so it's just very difficult. But hey, we had a nice day yesterday, pandas. If you guys were watching, especially if you guys have access to the two-legged pullback Discord, I cannot tell you right now. This was a trade of the day. I mean, you had this entire thing going on, and I remember telling people on stream that during the FOMC, or before the FOMC announcement, we basically had this range, and you could have taken advantage of this range on the 2000 tick chart, knowing that before the FOMC announcement, which was at 2 o'clock, and as you can see right at 2 o'clock, you see this big spike in volatility. You can tell that we're getting choppy, and you could have taken advantage of this chop, but the range was not that large. But basically, if you bought at the bottom here, and you could expect it to come back to the top, and that happened basically until the FOMC announcement. And I was mentioning on the Discord, you know, you could actually just buy every pullback, fade every single pullback on the channel, or this trading range, and make, you know, 2.25 points, right, from top to the bottom. But there was one time where it didn't happen, or that didn't happen, right, fading the breakout, which is right here. If you faded this breakout right here, then you would have actually got stopped out by 1 tick, and to me, that's different, right? Every single two-legged pullback that breaks out of this trading range, right, like right here, you can see the dark red one. Right, two-legged pullback makes it easy to analyze the charts, because you could just have to look for the dark red ones, dark green ones, or twos. Basically, dark green or dark red numbers. And you can see at the top of the trading range, every single time it happens, it makes you a point, except this one time right here. It happens here later, but this one time you actually get trapped out, and that should make you make your alarms go off, because when the pattern breaks here, you can see that perhaps there's evidence that we're going to break out to the upside. The reason being is because for some reason there were eager traders around here at 12 o'clock. They're eager traders to the point where they're able to stop you out actually fading this trading range, and showing that they're kind of their cards, you know, before the FOMC announcement. When this spike kind of happened here, the FOMC announcement just completely reversed it right at 2 o'clock. But regardless, I was not in the trade. I was not trying to bank on that. But in my mind, I was thinking this could break out to the upside because of this small clue here of the price action that we had. Right, something different happened here, right? We actually got stopped out trying to fade this breakout, which has never happened before. It hasn't happened here, even here hasn't happened until here. And so we break out, and I mean, honestly, I didn't really trade here. Even though I saw this pattern happening, I wasn't trading here because in my mind it was just a little too choppy, right? Just choppy in general. I just wanted to sit on my pause. But I would say this. If you know there's an FOMC announcement happening and you see this kind of chop, boy oh boy, get ready for a breakout. Breakout happened. It happened right at 2 o'clock, and yeah, what can I say? Do not be in any trades during the announcement. Because of the volatility, right? You can, there could be actually some huge slippage with the FOMC announcements. And I just recommend do not be in any trade, right? Just use the volatility to your advantage after it's happened. We see this big spike here, and we see, right, break of trend. Right, it doesn't matter if it's high volatility, you still have the price action. Break a trend, new high, and the new high actually printed here for us a nice reversal pattern here. You could have used this reversal pattern here with the outside bar reversal, but once this printed here and reverse, that's kind of a better place. But still, there's a little gap here, a little scary in my opinion to trade. But right, you got break a trend, new high, and that new high also is a two-legged pullback. A, B, C. Second entry, right? That new high was created with a two-legged pullback. It's a lower high, two-legged pullback. The reason I know that is because we have a dark red 2 here. And so that means that's a second entry short. Lower high, second entry short. And then this trap here, decent trade to enter in. You would have probably scalped out immediately, no runner. And then after this reversal plays out, it reverses again after 4 pushes down. So we have an H4 set up here. 4 pushes down, right? In fact, this spikes up to the absolute scalp and then just reverses. And that reversal was enough to trigger basically this H4, which turns to a H5, right? Failed H5, right? This doesn't even make a point here. Actually, it makes a perfect scalp. You can see with the gold box here. Perfect scalp here and reverses. And that H4 setup after this breakout was all we need for this to go up. And this was the trade of the hour. I mentioned in the Discord chat, right, we were above the 20 MA, and we just finished this pattern, this reversal pattern, H4. We broke clearly above the 20 MA, and we made a two-legged pullback off of the 20 MA here. And I'm thinking at least another new high, but this is the all-time high at the moment, right around this area. And on the Discord, I said, as this, notice, at 238, I mentioned, as this bar was forming, I told the chat, I'm not interested in this second entry short. I'm interested in this second entry short failing, a failed second entry short to enter this trap. And when this trap triggered, I think, at least on the channel, about 2 or 3 were saying I'm in this trade. And I'm not sure how many other people were in the trade, but at least 2 or 3 responded. And once we hit that trap, our runner was infinite. You could have an infinite runner. And I mentioned, someone asked in the Discord, are you looking for new all-time highs? And I just said, yes, we are looking for new all-time highs, especially with this kind of the shape here above the 20 MA like this. In my opinion, you gotta take that risk, right? It's only like a 1 point to 2 point risk here in order for this, potential breakout. In my opinion, that is way worth it, way worth it. In fact, I was able to grab about $1,000 off of this runner. It's a 20-point runner. If you enter this trade here, it's more than a 20-point runner, but you're at 46.31. And you could have gotten all the way up to 46.51. And that's before the market closed. The market closes on this bar. You could have made more than 20 points. You could almost made 30 points. You made about basically 27 points here on this trade. You could have made 27 points. I mean, if you got the top perfectly, you could have got the top perfectly, because at the time, what was it? Maybe not perfectly. This is how I had my spiking channel, and we broke out the spiking channel, so you could have maybe gotten out here, not exactly 27 points, but you know, if you're feeling maybe after the next reversal or after exhaustive bar, you could have maybe closed at the top here. But you know, I would say that's pretty advanced trading if you could have got the top on that. For me, I basically stopped out around this area, around like 16 points, which was fine for me on my runner. So that runner was basically what helped me get to my, you know, plus $1,000 day yesterday. But the nice thing is, it was called out before it even happened. Pandas, as you guys are rolling in, just going over the daily chart review. Hey, Thursday. If we can get to 300 likes today on the stream, I will pop out a bottle of whiskey for you guys. We'll celebrate. But only if we can get to 300 likes during the stream. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. J80 says, if you are wrong and were short anything at noon, your account would have been destroyed by slippage. Yeah. I mean, if you saw the action, it was moving so quickly. You know, the first like 5 minutes of after the announcement, it is like really crazy. The volatility is just insane. I mean, I just see a big spiking channel here. I'm gonna draw this channel. Could draw something like this, spiking channel. Basically, after the breakout ends is where you want to try to find your channel. Could use this, but a couple failed breakouts here. So to create, you know, to find out where you should start your channel, well, one thing is you got good price action here using this, right? Validating it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits off of this bottom of this channel. But also basically when you have a breakout like this is the first bar that you kind of see like a pullback here. And so I would say, you know, whenever you can find a pullback, that's kind of where you want to start your channel. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we should update it to here because we couple failed breakouts. Kind of like it like this. No matter. The most important thing is the bottom of this channel. That's what we need to be accurate here. I think we have it pretty accurate. The reason why I'm updating it here is because we had a failed breakout, another failed breakout kept going up, so I feel like I need to update at least once here. If I update it here, I think that's a little too much. We'll keep it like this. Let's see how this turns out. We had basically the reason why I will update is because we had a failed breakout, another failed breakout, making me think that this channel needs to kind of include this price action now. This is a 10K chart, by the way. Also, if you want to know what chart I'm using, you can look at the bottom left of your screen. Pandas! Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I know I am. I am excited and ready to find those two-legged pullbacks. If you're just rolling in, I'm buy money. Welcome to my stream. 49% of you guys believe it's gonna be a bull trend day today. We are in this spiking channel currently, and yeah, we gotta trade this accordingly. If we start breaking below the channel here, we can look for a reversal, but until we do that, we cannot find a reversal, in my opinion. Pandas, I'm Baba Money. Welcome to my stream. On the stream, we are doing welcome to the series. This is the Apex evaluation series, trying to get a $150,000 funded account with Apex. And if you pass the evaluation, which is gaining $9,000 before a $5,000 drawdown, they will give you a $150,000 account to trade. And you're able to keep 90% of the profits, and that's how these prop firms make money. And you can see my progress on the top left of your screen. That is actually a screen capture of Rhythmic, which is a third-party software that verifies your account. And so for all those people who are skeptical in my titles, when I say plus 1,000 a day, plus 500 a day, I lose one trade on stream. People go crazy saying, how can you actually end green when you trade, when you actually mess up on stream? I don't know any other way to prove it to you guys. This is actually third-party software that is validating my account. And so if I say I get a plus 1,000 on title, it's because I get a plus 1,000 during off stream. And it is what it is. I don't know how else to put it. If I make money off stream, I'm gonna put it in the title to show you my progress during this evaluation. So you guys can see the Rhythmic there, and of course there's ways to doctor that image, right? The capture. I guess I could, but I'm not. I'm definitely not. Definitely don't care enough to even think of a way to do that. But Pandas, we're about to open in 50 seconds here. Market open. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. There is a whiskey challenge today. 300 likes during stream. I will pop open a bottle of whiskey with you guys. Also, if you guys are interested in the Apex, right? If you're like, ooh, wait, someone gives you money to trade, yeah. If you're interested in that, but first you gotta prove yourself by being able to do this. And if you look at the pinned message, there is a coupon code for 50% off. And I think it's a great deal, and it lasts until November 15th. And so that coupon code, and there's also a link in that pinned message, helps out if you guys click that link, use that link to sign up. Pandas, we're gonna get our bamboo today. Market just opened, and we are gonna maybe open with a reversal, outside bar reversal here, but the bottom of this channel, can't trade into the bottom of that channel right into it. I will not. Previous times it has tried to do that and it's failed breakouts. But we are getting that opening reversal right now. And you would have made your point off of that if you took the outside bar reversal. You would have made that point if you took it after the outside bar reversal. This is the strongest the bears have been, right? We actually have a close outside of this channel right now from yesterday. I actually have a close. I want to see the bars on the 5-minute. We're still clearly above the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. The 10K chart, basically, we're in an uptrend. I really don't think, I'm not gonna really try to go short right now, Pandas. This is the first solid break of this channel, in my opinion, and we're getting another reversal here. Ooh, but I'm not interested in this reversal. This uptrend has been very strong, and in my opinion, if we're gonna break this channel here, we most likely will turn to some sort of trading range until we actually make a decision to make like a bear trend. But most of you guys think today will be a bull trend day today. For me, I cannot say. I wouldn't be surprised if we make some sort of hammer here because we're above this spiking channel. We're above the channel in the spiking channel. Because of that, I feel like we're overextended. And because of that, I wouldn't be surprised if we have a inverted hammer here, or maybe even a bear trend day today. But bull trend day today, if we do have a bull trend day today, I wouldn't be surprised if it turns into a bear trend after a little bit. But that's what I'm thinking. It's hard to say. It's just hard to say. We gotta let the price action. I feel like the daily is not super helpful right now in terms of helping us figure out what kind of day this might be. But we're gonna let the price action tell us you know, every bar there is new information. So another trap, pandas. You see, we got another trap. We got a H4 setup here at the bottom of this trading range. Sit on my pause because we are below the 20 EMA now, but this is a trading range at the moment. And this reversal pattern, this is a reversal pattern, pandas. We have a reversal pattern here. So actually I'm gonna sit on my pause here. I'm not interested in going long here either, because of this reversal pattern. This will potentially be a two-legged pullback. A, B, C, two-legged pullback here, potentially. As you can see, potentially two-legged pullback. Two-legged pullback. Second pullback just triggered, so you can see the next reversal. It's a dark red number. Right now, currently it's a Pikachu because it's a trap with a second entry short. Right, failed second entry long with a second entry short all in one spot. We see that with these dark red, dark colored numbers in these magenta boxes. That's how we know it's a Pikachu. You can tell instantly. Pandas. Hope you guys are doing amazing. And let me know in the chat if my charts are accurate to yours. We do have a Pikachu here, but in my opinion, bottom of the trading range. Hard to trade right into that. Very hard to trade into that. Signal bar also not the best. Potential another reversal pattern here to go long. I'm like interested actually going long here on this reversal pattern. Come back into the channel here. Very strong channel. Right, but terrible signal bar to enter long in. We're actually still in Trap City here. Still in Trap City to go long. But pandas. Hey, today we got a whiskey challenge. On the stream, if you're new to the stream, we trade only one single setup, two-legged pullback. That's what we're trying to find here. All these numbers on the screen that you see is a two-legged pullback indicator, telling us, identifying all second entries for us. So we lost whatever trap we had here, and you're able to scalp out a point on this Pikachu. So congrats to anyone who took that trade. Very risky, right? Because the 20 EMA on the 10K chart, right, acting as support potentially here. This is the first break of this channel, in my opinion, right, with definitive closes underneath the channel. You can see the channel starting to weaken as we're not able to reach the top of the channel anymore. We're not able to reach the top. In fact, we make a wedge here, right, with lower highs, a lower high double top, another lower high here. And so you can see the weakness of the uptrend as we draw this channel out, and we can see that the upper side of the channel is not being touched anymore. I mean, we can use, we could use these, I could keep it like this, but actually at this point you have to include these. Yeah, so we broke out here, we hit it again, actually this is with here. Yeah, this is a hard channel to draw in my opinion. I mean, it looks like a spike channel, and then maybe another one I have to draw here. It's like two spiking channels inside each other. The 10K starting to show a two-legged pullback here. A, B, C, two-legged pullback on the 10K chart right off the 20 MA. Hard to say. I mean, I have this spiking channel here that I like. It could just be like this. But I had to update it because we had a failed breakout here, another failed breakout, two failed breakouts confirming this price action. Second entry long does not trigger on the 10K chart. It's very interesting right now. A little too choppy for me to trade at the moment. So I'm staying away from here. But the 10K chart showing us potential one more push up in my opinion, right? Two-legged pullback on the 10K chart. Okay, we're still in this kind of spiking channel here. Right, this would not be a bad trade to take in my opinion, because you got the trend line plus the 20 EMA acting as support here. Kind of like this long 1.5 points. Kind of like this long here, pandas, on the 10K chart. I'm gonna take this trade if we trigger it. I'm gonna take this trade here. Two-legged pullback off of 20 MA, also off our trend line here. Let's see if we can get. To me, this is enough for me to enter here to go long. If it does trap me out, it is what it is. But I like the fact that we are off of this trend line, off of the 20 MA here. In my opinion, we are in a nice spot to go long here. Two-legged pullback, 10K chart. Risk is also reasonable, about 3.5 points. We make the perfect scalp onto that 10K chart. Perfect scalp was made, but still tickling our price target, right, for our scalp. Just tickled it. Didn't fill us yet. It's tickling us. Keeps tickling us. Keeps tickling. All right, stop tickling us. Just fill us now, please. It's just tickling us. Just tickled us here. It's reversing now. Don't like that. I like it if it fills us. Gonna stick to my pause here, because I like the setup here, right? This channel with the 20 EMA. Let's see if we can get a nice two-legged pullback here. Gonna just sit up. Just gonna stick to my pause here. Sticking to my pause. I like what we have going for us. I like our price action here. Sticking to my pause. Hopefully it fills us now. Still hasn't filled us. Being quite stubborn at that $1 mark. The 1 point mark. Keeps tickling us. Stop tickling us. Keeps tickling my price target. Let's go, baby. Got scalp. Looking for a runner now, if possible. I'm actually fine keeping this runner at 4 points here. I like my 4-part runner here, if we can get it. Let's go, baby. Hey, whiskey challenge. Don't forget. Scalp that like. Don't forget to scalp that like button. Come on, give me my 4 points here. That'd be nice. Get 4 points. But, I mean, you got two-legged pullback off the channel here, plus the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. Decent signal bar, right? The risk is not that big. It's only about 3 points. Right? I'm willing to risk about 4 points per 1 point. So if it was larger than 4 points, I would try to go for 2 points, which is what we're getting here, 2 points now. Strong bull bar ending near its high. Because hopefully the pullback doesn't stop us out, because sometimes these pullbacks are quick and just stop us out. That's why typically runners on the 10K chart do not work out, because rarely there are gaps. Rarely we have gaps on the 10K chart. But I'm going to try to aim for the top of this trading range, just trying to get a nice 4 points here on this runner. If we can get it, that'd be really nice right now. And I'm content with 4 points here just because typically gaps do not last very long on a 10K chart. And when we trade, especially with break even +1, the gaps are large, right? The gap is not even right on, like this is the gap, the top of this. So we're 2 ticks above the gap to close the gap. And so typically that closes on the 10K chart. But no stress here. Either I get stopped out here or I get, you know, my 4-point runner, which is another nice $200. I'm making more points on my runner now. I'm doubling the amount of points on my runner now from my scalp, because my scalp's only one. I'm trading one contract for my scalp. That's $50, and now all of this is bonus. So even my runner right now is double the money on my my scalp. But let's see if we can quadruple it, get to that 4-point runner here. I'll be nice if we can get it. Just being patient. Just being patient, letting this play out. Being patient here. I think that's enough room, right? I'm just drawing a trend line here, making sure there's enough room to get to my runner. 4 points. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. So close. About 2 ticks to my runner target. 1 tick to my runner. 1 more tick. Tickling my runner. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Alright, just simple 2-legged pullback. That's why it's important to have these channels accurate, right? Off the 20 MA. And easy peasy, easy money. Let's go, baby. That trap on the 2K chart, I could have entered with another, potentially with another trade here on that trap, reversing that, right? That runner. This trap here reversing this small downtrend on an H4 setup, bottom of the trading range, trap reversing rate. We had a trap reversing here, another trap reversing this. So in my opinion, again, pandas, we can have a strong uptrend day today, but I think it might turn into an inverted hammer, but who knows? Let's go, baby. Easy peasy. And so if you traded like, let's say 5 contracts, like you would already made, you know, basically I traded like a 5 contract trade right there. I made $250 on 1 trade. Well, pandas, it's not easy. I mean, it's easy peasy, right? That trade, easy, but I mean, think about how much behind it had to go, right? I had to make sure I had this channel right. You know, I'm also checking the 10K chart, also checking the 2000 tick chart, right? I have multiple charts on my screen because I need to see multiple time frames. I have the 5-minute chart as well, you know, and I just had all these charts up to help us try to find that setup. So let's go, baby. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. Hey, let's get to 300 likes today, if it's possible. Impossible challenge. 300 likes. Is it possible? I don't think you guys can do it. But pandas, I believe. You're wondering, how can there be 300 likes when we only have 160 concurrent viewers? Just believe. Just believe. And if you guys can get to 300 likes, you'll be, if you guys scalp that like button, right? It's like, scalp it and they will come. Scalp that like button and they will come. You gotta just believe. You need to trust the YouTube algorithms. an L4 setup here on the 2000 tick chart. I'm not looking to go short at all, pandas. We do have a new high. Right? We have a break of trend, new high. And in my opinion, that was the first real break of this channel here, of this long-term channel. But we also kind of have another channel forming outside of that channel, right? So this is another spike, another channel here. But that new high was created. That new high was created on that break of trend. This first break of trend, and so potentially got another reversal, but I don't know. It's hard to say. I gotta let the price action tell us. I mean, obviously, the 20 EMA is acting as support right now on the 10K chart. So I'm just being very wary to go short. Pandas, let's go, baby. Started off with a nice little scalp plus runner here. Technically, I could still be in my runner, you know, but with the 10K chart, I'm just saying runners do not last very long. It most likely will be filled, that gap. What do I mean by gap, right? There's a gap here, right, from this breakout and the high of this bar. And that's what gaps basically are, right? But this one is like, you can see the gap happening. So this is a gap here, and typically, you know, it wants to close that gap. It wants to fill this gap. The market wants to come back down, fill that gap, right, or the high of this bar, and then maybe from there, right, can bounce off again. But typically these gaps fill, especially for 10,000 tick chart, they won't last very long. This will probably come back and fill it pretty quick, in my opinion. So just holding, sitting on my pause now. Just waiting for a good setup. I mean, that was a nice setup on the 10K chart. I'll take that two-legged pullback. Pandas, don't forget to scalp that like button. Today is the Whiskey Challenge, Thirsty Thursday. And if you guys can hit 300 likes during stream, I'm gonna pop open some whiskey for you guys. Just believe in the likes. Believe in the YouTube algorithm. We do have an L4 setup here. This is basically a small pullback bull trend. You never want to go short in a small pullback bull trend like this. Never want to go short. Small pullback bull trend. It's actually so tight. It's kind of hard to find it. Find our small pullback bull trend. You know, I would use this typically. Not sure here. But never go short in a small pullback bull trend until it's done. Because you just have no idea when it'll end. You have no idea when these small pullback bull trends will end. How do I know it's a small pullback bull trend? Because we have multiple traps, right? All these all failed to make a point. That failed to make a point. This failed to make a point. Every pullback's failed to make a point, and so this is why I know this is a small pullback bull trend, right? Because every pullback has been small. Hopefully that's apparent. Let's go, baby. 90 likes. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there, pandas. We're third way there. Third way there. You'll be surprised. Like, as the likes grow, you're gonna see the concurrent amount of viewers grow. Honestly, it's like, you won't believe it until you see it. But if you start scalping that like button, you're gonna just start seeing the viewership start to go up as well. It's like the YouTube algorithm has no choice but to keep pushing out this video. This is small pullback bull trend. That's why you never go short in a small pullback bull trend. That's according to Al Brooks. I gotta make this even tighter because it's such a strong move up. All of this could have been a nice runner too. I missed out like how much on my runner? I just 1, 2, 3, 4 more points. That's another $200 on my runner I could have had. The reason why I stopped, I wanted the 4 points, is because, you know, on the 10K there's a trading range here. Plus, gaps don't last very long on a 10K chart. I mean, just from experience. But this gap is lasting longer than usual, in my opinion. This is the unlikely thing to happen, and it's happening. So I'm fine with missing that. Pandas. Ryan Schmidt says $395 in one trade. Let's go, baby. Hey man, one trade, $395. You can go home. You can stop trading the rest of the day and just take a nap. Oh wow, we hit the top of this channel. Top of this channel here, right on this new spiking channel. And that is an incredible L4 setup. If I haven't seen L4, this is a really strong L4 setup. We hit the top of the channel here. You could make a case to go short here. But again, I will not go short on a small pullback bull trend. But you know, if you see like a signal bar that you like and it's not too large and you're willing to risk that trade, thinking we might come back to the bottom of this channel, you have a really good risk reward, but bad probability, right? And that you know, that correlation always happens. Good risk reward always means bad probability. Good probability always means bad risk reward. And that's just math, right? That's just math. And a balanced market will always have that kind of edge. Top of both channels here, absolutely amazing. Absolutely incredible right now. You can buy like a limit order here thinking, okay, we can make like at least a scalp. Risk 2 points to get 1 point limit order here. Right, you already got your 1 point if you got a limit order right there. But sitting on my pause, I'm not going short into a small pullback bull trend. Just not doing it. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. Don't forget, it's a whiskey challenge Thirsty Thursday. Let's see if we can get to 300 likes during stream. Absolutely incredible move, and this is why I'm saying never short small pullback bull trend, because you have no idea when they'll stop. You want some clues that this breakout is done, right? This is a breakout mode, right? On 5-minute chart, look at how the 5-minute looks like. The 5-minute looks like this. You do not mess with it. You know, you just let it go. Just let it run wild. Let it run free. Again, right? This gap here, it's far away from the gap, but it can easily come back to it, in my opinion. Like, I'm keeping an eye on that gap, actually. This could be an exhaustive move as well. But not touching it, not going short, not going long, not doing either right now. My pandas, good morning, good morning. Let me say good morning to a couple more of you guys are rolling in. Especially to my pandas. Ryan Shatner says, I have 190,000 in SPY equivalent though since 2016. This is my 30-year swing. Let's go, baby. It's actually incredible. This, wow. I mean, you could not predicted this, and so I'm completely okay missing this because I would not be able to predict this would happen. But you know, I'm gonna go on what's most probable, and I was not expecting this to happen. So absolutely amazing move. But like I said, we can have a strong spike up today, right on the daily. But since we're overextended, I wouldn't be surprised if we have an inverted hammer today at the end of the day. Richard Harris looks like he got stopped out on his trade here, but he got to also the long that I was in, so he might be like break even at this point. Who knows? Ryan Shatner says 14-day melt up. Absolutely incredible right now, this move. It's important to have your channels, pandas. Don't forget to draw out your channels. I mean, that is a failed breakout, obviously, right? Failed breakdown, coming all the way back up here. Now we're getting overextended on both channels. You could go short here. I mean, I wouldn't be so against going short here because you have good risk reward, but you gotta hold your stop loss here, and you gotta have a big. You have to at least have 2x this. In my opinion, you have to wait to at least down here in order to make this trade worth it, right? With how bad the probability is for this trade, you gotta have this this risk reward. You gotta come back at least 2 times. Peter Cho says, "Hi Pandas, it's been a while. Good morning, welcome back, Peter Cho." Peter Cho probably came back because you guys are trying to get that whiskey challenge, and since you guys are scalping that like button, it's pushing this video out back, reminding people like Peter Cho to join this stream. So make sure you guys scalp that like button. Mike Carroll says, yesterday the S&P closed at all-time high for 62 times this year, for the 62nd time this year. 16 more and it breaks the record set in 1995. Absolutely incredible. Lee says, yesterday around 11:30, 12 was the easiest to scalp. I had 5 wins off the EMA, then shorted all-time highs for 3 points. Most profitable day I've ever had. Let's go, baby. So for every single trader, you know, it's different, right? Like yesterday could have been like the hardest day for some people, but yesterday could also have been the easiest day for some people. It just depends on your style, I think, your personality. Oh, hey, Henster, thanks for looking out. I gotta stop that making it rain. Aid says, goodness, long from 5750 and stepped away from screens. Congrats, BBM. Yes, letting mine run too. Let's go, baby. You know, that's a nice run, man. I would not have predicted that. You know, I was happy with my 4 points, thinking it's just come back down, but wow, what a nice run. But Pandas, look at the 10K chart. Just hitting the top of the channel, the 10K chart, failing to break out here. Nice signal bar, but it's not a 2-legged pullback. It's a first entry, so I'm just letting this go. Of course, I'm not gonna go short right now, anyways. But like I said, if you went short here, I wouldn't be mad at you because, but in my opinion, your target needs to be 2x this risk reward, right? Because that was a low probability trade, so you got to take this. You got to get this reward when you can get it, in my opinion. Because the amount of times you do this, you know, you're going to fail most of the time, in my opinion. Right? About 40% chance that you can get here, right? Also, don't forget Apex has a 50% off. And as you guys are rolling in, I'm Buy Money. Welcome to my stream. On this series, we are getting that we're trying to get a $150,000 funded account through Apex. And right now I'm doing the Apex evaluation. If you look at the top left of your screen, you can see my progress so far on this evaluation. And I'm about up, you know, more than $3,000 in about 6 days. Not bad, you know, it's about $500 per day. And so the reason why I'm kind of trading pretty conservative is because there's a $5,000 trailing drawdown. If you hit it, you fail. And I just want to make it clear here for those who do not know how funded accounts work, because I mean, I know a lot of you guys are probably excited, man. Like BBM, he's he's doing this apex evaluation. He's doing pretty well. And he can if he's gonna get it, I'm gonna get excited. I'm gonna try to do it myself. First off, I've been doing this for a while, and I've doubled my account many times. And so, for me, getting 9K, I've kind of like already done a lot before even entering this challenge. And so, if you're like just starting, I wouldn't really recommend doing this. But let's just say that you feel confident you can do it. The trailing drawdown works like this, right? For a lot of people who are not familiar with it, trailing drawdowns work like it considers the unrealized gains, okay? And so when we say $5,000 trailing drawdown, we're saying that if your account, let's say unrealized gains, hits plus 5,000, but you don't realize the gains and it drops all the way back down to break even, right? And you just, you come out positive, like let's just say you come out break even on that trade, right? You don't even, you don't even take a loss. You come out just break even. You actually will fail that evaluation because it considers the unrealized gains. Actually, even if you don't, let's just say you gain $5,000 in one trade, right? And unrealized gains, and it comes all the way down and goes negative, right? And you don't even realize it, and then it comes all the way back up to 5,000 gain, and you realize it at $5,000. It doesn't matter because it also accounts for the unrealized losses. And so at the highest point of unrealized gains of your account to the lowest point of unrealized gains on your account, it cannot exceed $5,000. And so that's a pretty tight constraint. And so with $150,000 account, they're allowing you to trade 17 contracts. But in my mind, there's like no way I'm trading 17 contracts because with a trailing drawdown like that, like being so tight, it's gonna be actually very difficult to meet that goal trading like the max contract sizes. You can trade up to 17, but that doesn't mean you have to trade up to 17. And so that's the apex evaluation, and that's how you fail. But if you can get to $9,000 before triggering that drawdown, then you can get a $150,000 account. And the reason why they make it so strict, the reason why they make the drawdown like that is because they don't want you to enter. They don't want you to be like a risky trader, like a trader who's just like going crazy risk and doing some risky stuff. And they want to make sure that you know actually how to trade, right? That you're consistent. And so that's why they kind of make the drawdown like that. And for them, it's for the evaluation, they want to make sure, right, the evaluation actually can accurately figure out if you are a consistent, profitable trader. And so that's why they set up like that. But so it's a little difficult, but it is what it is. And I'm just taking it slow, just getting there. NJ asks, hey Pan, can you copy trades with Apex? I'm sure you can. I don't do it, but you can. I'm pretty sure you can. I haven't done it, so I can't say for sure. But Pandas, imagine if you're still in this trade. Right? This would be your stop loss, right? One tick above here, and your profit target's here. You're still in this trade actually. Even right now, you're still in this trade. Whoa, guys. Guess who just made an appearance? Jason from Texas. Dropping in the chat saying, good luck on the new challenge, Panda. Let's go, baby. Oh, yeah, Pandas. Also, let me know if the music's too loud. I think the music might be a little too loud right now. Alright, lowered it a little bit for you guys. But after a setup like that, I'm not sure if we're getting another setup for a while. That was a nice setup. Man, that's a nice... Jeez. what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-point move. Absolutely incredible. Bottom of the channel to the top of the channel. I mean, I could have held a runner, I guess, at the top of the channel, but man, I just rarely see the 10K have runners like that, and that's just rare. So kudos to those who held it. Pandas, if you guys scalp that like button, trying to get to 300 likes today. If we can get to 300 likes, I mean, honestly, you're wondering, hey, we don't have 182 concurrent viewers. If you guys scalp that like button, believe me, the viewership will grow. You just need to believe. You need to trust. The YouTube algorithm is just too good. And hitting that like button just helps so much more than you actually know. So if you hit that like button, you're going to see the viewership go up, and you're going to see for yourself how much it helps just scalping that like button. But whiskey challenge, you know, something for you guys. Yeah, I think J80 got stung on the Apex trailing drawdown, and that's why I don't want anyone else to get stung, because if you don't, pay attention, if you don't read closely, I read, I went through before doing this, I watched like all the videos. I made sure I completely understood what I'm getting myself into and the rules that they have. But the rules are very similar to Lilu, and so it's not that big of a surprise. Hey Pandas, give Jason a nice warm welcome. It's been so long, Jason. Glad that you're back. Hope your dog is doing well. Blood Tiger says possible second entry long. This is a second entry long, but I'm not going to enter a second entry long here because of how far up we are, right? We have honestly break of trend here, right? Break of this channel and made a new high with an L4 setup, and now we're way above the 20 MA, hitting the top of the channel. I mean, you can go long here, but in my opinion, it's risky. So I'm sitting on my pause. I'm not going to go long here right now. Jason Vanny asks, can I get a warm welcome? If you become a panda, you can get a nice warm welcome. J80 says, why pay high monthly fees to trade a big account, but you can't trade big? And so that's the thing. After you get your funded account, your trailing drawdown no longer becomes a trailing drawdown. It becomes a static drawdown. And so basically, if you get a funded account, if you have basically a $5,000 trailing drawdown until you can make above $5,000 on your account. And so let's just say like you get your account to $10,000, right? So you have a $160,000 account now. Your drawdown becomes a static drawdown, and the static drawdown is your original capital plus $100. And so within that 160, you can go all the way down to, you can lose $8,000. It doesn't matter, as long as you don't go below the original capital plus 100. And so the drawdown becomes static after the funded account, and so that's why it's worth it. But during the evaluation, they want to make sure you can get to the goal before you're hitting your drawdown. Peter Cho say, hey, what's whiskey challenge? If we get to 300 likes during the stream, I will open a bottle of whiskey and drink it with you guys to celebrate. Appreciate all you guys do. Early morning whiskey. It is like 10. I'm in Eastern time, so it's still early in the morning. And so I still have the taste of toothpaste in my mouth, and so that whiskey is not the best. But hey, cheers if you guys can get to it. Yeah, Macross. So that two-legged pullback does work out for you guys. So congrats for anyone taking it, but it's just so high. I don't know. It was just sus to me. I'm not sure if I could take that trade. But this is a strong bull trend still. Breaking above now the top of the channel. So typically don't bank on breaking out the top of the channel. This is again a rare occurrence. Just sitting on my pause, but amazing. This runner on the 10K chart is still going on. How amazing is that? That's absolutely incredible in my opinion. Macross, yeah. So if you actually look, you know, once you get your live account, they slowly release like your first $10,000 to you, and I think that's also to help protect them, prevent them from entering too much risk on any one trader. So. But after that, I believe you can start taking out, you know, just every 10 trading days. That's your only limit. But you can correct me if I'm wrong. Sheesh. Alright, I think we got our channel here, right? This breakout. Let me do a spiking channel actually. This is the breakout. Right, we start to convert into a spiking channel here. Spike channel. And this spiking channel is already breaking out. I mean, I guess you can use this, but I typically don't like to use any price point beyond this unless I use this here, and that might be accurate, but it doesn't make sense for me to use this this point here. It makes more sense to use these two pivots, and I'm just gonna stick with that. But the reason why I like to use it here is because it matches better up here. But according to the way the rules to make channels, you actually have to use this point here. This makes the most sense to me. So for those who did this swing trade, you know, that trade was not worth it. Did not make your swing. Alberto Malabat says made 1500 on the NQ, done for today. Let's go, baby. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Also, if you guys are interested in the Apex funded account, there is a 50% off right now until November 15th. Absolutely incredible. I mean, I almost want to just use this as my channel here. It's just a big channel going up. The higher time frames. It's breaking out right now. Can't go long, can't go short. Got some landscaping going on. Lucia owner, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Nanu says don't short today equals getting wrecked. I agree. Don't go short until you have, as long as you like have good evidence that this is reversing, I would not go short. This is extremely bullish, extremely strong. Pandas, scalping that like button. Do appreciate it. Getting to 120 likes with 177 concurrent viewers. That is absolutely amazing. We're getting that whiskey challenge. Thirsty Thursday. See if we can get to it. And again, the reason why I chose 300 is because the last time I did this, I did 250 and we had around like, on average, like a little less than 200 concurrent viewers on stream. And it's not until after, right, people started to hit the like button, it started to go up like crazy. And you guys easily hit the 250 like. So I had to raise it. I had to raise it to 300. It's just 250 is too easy for you pandas. Yeah, yesterday was an FOMC day, if you guys traded, and man, I do remember there was one FOMC day where people lost, I think, thousands of dollars on slippage. There was like one FOMC day where the bar that was created right when the FOMC started was like 10 points. It was crazy. Like there was like a 10-point slippage, and I've never seen that before. And so for me, I just, since I saw that happen, like right before my eyes, I'm like, I'm just not gonna be in a trade during FOMC. I was thankfully not in a trade. I was thinking about being in a trade around that time, and thankfully I would have actually been on the right side of that trade too if I were in a trade. But there was a day I remember, it was like earlier this year, and FOMC just created like a huge spike, huge spike, and the slippage was crazy. Couple points crazy. And I remember that, and I was like, even if I was in this trade, it would not matter. That would have been way too scary. Because it could have gone either way, like 50-50. Richard Belmont says, did you read all 4 Al Brooks books? I actually highly recommend to do his online trading course. Because for me, the price for what you get on the online trading course, on Brooks' online trading course, that value is absolutely insane. Honestly, you get like master's level content, like master's degree. Like you could literally get a master's degree. The amount of detail and level of content, and it's like, I don't know, it's like $200 or something. It's like as much as Mac's price action trading system, his PDF that he gives you. It's as expensive as that, but you get like hours and hours of content. It's just absolutely incredible for me. Like, I would highly recommend to get his trading course. Nothing against Mac, but I'm just saying, compared to what you get from Mac, I mean, what you get for the same amount of price is absolutely incredible. We do have a 10K to like a pullback here with a new high. I kind of like this trade, right? If you go short here, I would not be angry at you. And again, if you're going to short here, you got to get 2 times your risk. You have to come back all the way down here if you're going to go short here, because your probability is so low. You got to make these trades worth it, and you got to take the risk, this amount of risk. I almost like am willing to take this risk with one contract, but I'm just not going to go short today. I'm just not going to go short today. But if you were going to trade this, right, top of the channel, 10K chart with a 2-legged pullback, the only way you can make this worth it is if you take a trade right? Willing to risk this to gain this, right? In my opinion, you guys swing this. That's the only way you make it worth it, right? 2 times the risk reward. It's up to you. But I'm not gonna trade. I'm not gonna take that trade. But if I were to take that trade, that's how I would manage my trade. Again, it's not financial advice. You know, don't be like, oh, Panda told me to do this. I lost all his money. It's his fault. Trade at your own risk. I'm just a panda. Why would you ever listen to a panda? Alaman Asas asked, what's the website for Albook's course or name of it? I believe it's just brookstradingcourse.com. I believe that's it. Yeah, brookstradingcourse.com. Jack Beyond says, congratulates me because I'm green today. Hey, I'm not 19K green, but I'm green, and green is green for me. As you can see, the 20 EMA is still very strong, right? But, I mean, you can say, right? I mean, you can say, even for this, I don't know, break a trend new high. I mean, we could have a reversal here, but I'm just sitting on my paws here, pandas. I mean, we do have this channel right now going for us. I believe this is an outside bar reversal. I could be wrong. I'm not sure how this triggered. If it triggered down first, then went up, and then back down, or if it went up, then down. But this is a two-legged pullback if we're to reverse here. Just watching, just watching. Aaron Corn says, I recommend a two-legged pullback indicator. I do too. By the way, if you guys are interested in the two-legged pullback indicator, you can go to the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. You can try a free trial out there. And if you get the deluxe version, you get also access to the two-legged pullback Discord channel, where during the trading day, this trade was called out in the Discord, and was able to make a nice 1,000-point runner off of this trade here. So I think the deluxe version is well worth it because you get the Discord plus automated trading, and you get all this extra goodies. But in its lifetime, it's one-time payment. You know, if the indicator helps you enter one trade, with 4 contracts, you already paid for the indicator of one scalp. So with my one trade today, I could have paid off my indicator. We have a two-legged pullback forming here, pandas. Off the 20 MA, A, B, C, second entry. But you can consider this a break of trend here, new high. Reversal point also top of the channel. Breaking below it, right? Currently printing a terrible signal bar if you were to go long. So the nice thing about the rules is that you know how to increase the chances on traps, because we know that not to enter in a trade with a terrible signal bar. So knowing that, if someone does go long here, you can potentially try to trap them out because you have the rules going against them. Plus, this is a nice reversal point. So if we do get a reversal pattern here, like if we get a failed second entry long here, I may be interested in going short here, pandas, and you might say that's crazy because we're in obviously an uptrend. But I think the point where we're at, this is not a bad place to actually go short. To try it for a nice swing trade. In my opinion, probably 2 points on the core position and keep the runner. 2 points on the core, 1 point, and keep the runner. Jack Beyond says, pulled out my position at 46.74.5. Man, that felt amazing to guess the top right. He actually guessed it right. If you really pulled out right here, that is actually the top of the day right now. Perfect. Jack Beyond, do you want to share a little bit about your trading strategy to help the community here? Now we have a nice two-legged pullback with a nice signal bar. Two-legged pullback with a nice signal bar off the 20 MA. A, B, C. Good signal bar off the 20 MA here. It could be one of those days you just take every single two-legged pullback long. It's just the position we're at right now. I just don't like it. We're at the top of the channel. Right, kind of have an exhaustive move up here. Right, that good signal bar is now turning sour. It was a good signal bar until now. Okay, what was a good signal bar is now not a good signal bar. Jack Beyond says, I use price action, the most generic strategy ever. I love it. I may be interested in going short here because of the risk reward, right? It could be a nice reward here. Plus, I think this is an exhaustive move. Depending on your channel, you got break a trend, new high with a two-legged pullback. Okay, second entry does trigger. We could reverse here. Top of the channel, reversal pattern showing up here. Maybe my printed outside bar reversal here. Could just be one of those days you just take every second entry long, even with a terrible signal bar and break a trend. Top of the channel, doesn't even matter. This is very close to making a point here, almost a perfect scalp. Hasn't made a perfect scalp yet, but very close. Perfect scalp made. Absolute scalp made. So every second entry long right now, it seems like it's making a point. Absolutely incredible. Right, this second entry long, this second entry long. Both these second entry longs. Right, break a trend, new high, doesn't matter. Above the 20 MA. Just does not matter where you're at. Every second entry long will make a point. Way above, right? Right, we're in this position, we're like top of the channel here. Exhaustive move up, does not matter. The only way, let's just say that this this is a reversal here. It's gonna reverse here. The only way you can really enter a trade now is we gotta go way below the 20 MA, potentially a two-legged pullback back to 20 MA, and that will be our setup to go short. But right now, we have no setup to really go short. If we were to go short, right now we're only thinking longs. Only thinking longs. There's two-legged pullbacks here that are at the top of the channel. So for me, I'm like, it's a little risky to, basically it's like trying to go long at the top of a trading range. That's what it feels like to me right now. But obviously, the market doesn't think so. Again, the 10K chart. Only way this trade would have been worth it is if you got, or you would made your scalp, but only way it was really making worth it is if you can get a swing trade here, because the risk the probability is so low, so the risk reward has to be good. It's the only way to make that trade worth it. About to get stopped out on those who enter that. Currently maybe double top. Just watching, just watching. I mean, I'm happy with my one trade right now, but it is what it is. $127 likes, almost 200 concurrent viewers. Let's go, baby. Make sure you scalp that like button. We have the whiskey challenge, and we have about 15 more minutes to get it. And I just don't think it's going to happen, pandas. I mean, but I believe in miracles. Hamster K asks, how do you get on your Discord? If you have the two-legged pullback deluxe, you should have access to the website, www.twoleggedpullback.com. The members area, there's a community tab, and the community tab goes into the directions on how to, or the instructions on how to enter the Discord. Jack Beyond asks, what's Discord? Wow. Huh. I'm not sure how old you are, Jack Beyond, but Discord basically is like a chat server. We got about 15 more minutes to get that whiskey challenge. I just don't know what's going to happen, pandas. You're wondering, man, only 198 concurrent viewers. How we're going to get to 300 likes? You'll just be surprised. Just trust and just scalp that like button. The YouTube algorithm will be forced to push the video out, and more people will join. Right now it's a little difficult to trade. Oh, this could be our spiking channel finally forming here. Spiking channel. If I saw that spiking channel, if I had the spiking channel, it might have been better if I might have been able to enter long there. I might have more reason to enter long. The spiking channel. That's what you got. You can't be lazy. You gotta draw these channels. It's actually kind of amazing right now. If you're in this 10,000 tick chart, right? If you're a short here, you're still in this trade, right? You still have not got stopped out. Still have not got stopped out. But Discord is nice because you can like share your screen with people. You can do like a lot of stuff on Discord. So it's just a lot more interactive, a lot better. Three touches here on this channel. Pandas, just stay on my pause. Jack Beyond's leaving. Thanks for joining the stream. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Trading range indicator. Giving us a trading range here. Pandas. Thanks for scalping that like button. For me, as long as we're above the 20 EMA, right, I cannot go short. It's too hard to go short against the 20 EMA, especially on a strong uptrend. It might be very tempting. You're just thinking, there's no way this can keep going up. Look at how much it's already gone up. The market can shock you and will do anything it wants. It can surprise you. So the best way to trade is by reading the price action. So yeah, that's what we have here. We have an uptrend. It is what it is. We're halfway to the goal. We got about, say, 7 more minutes. Or sorry, we got about 12 more minutes to reach that goal. We're about halfway there. Kind of feels like a waste if we can't get there. How about this? I'll say to 11. I'll say to 11. So we got about 22 more minutes to get to that goal. Let's scalp that like button. Just how rare is to get a gap on the 10,000 tick chart. It's real rare, and it happened today. It just happened to happen in a crazy fashion, you know. I mean, this is not even like a 10% thing. This is like a 1% thing, in my opinion. The amount of likes we have and the amount of concurrent viewers we have, the ratio is absolutely insane. You pandas are crazy. We have 144 likes with 193. Where are those 50 people who have not yet liked this video? Right? Where are those 50 people who have not yet scalped? Come on, 50 people. My 50 pandas, scalp that like button. Come on, those 50 pandas. Ooh-wee. What do we got here? I mean, this looks like it still wants to go up. I mean, just looking at the price action, it still looks like it wants to go up, right? The bear pullback has been very small. 1, 2, 3, 4 small candles. Strong bull bar ending near its high, right? Strong leg up, you know, thinking just like a measure move up here. Small measure move up. You're thinking this could happen. Still looks like it wants to go up, but who knows? Yeah, oh, where are those 40 people? Where are those 40 pandas? Can we get a 1-to-1? This is like a risk-reward ratio right now, right? Can we get a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio on the likes to concurrent viewers? Is it actually possible? Pandas, if we get to 1-to-1 likes to concurrent viewers, I will sip on some whiskey for us. If we get a 1-to-1 on the concurrent viewers and likes, and the reason why is because some people will join the video and they'll like it and not be here anymore, so they're not here. So that's why you'll still see their likes. But if we get the equal amount of likes to concurrent viewers, then I will drink some whiskey. I would say that is another condition that I will drink this whiskey. Because a 1-to-1 like to viewer ratio is insane. And if you guys can get it, then I'll sip on some whiskey for you guys. That's good enough for me. Let's get that 1-to-1 risk. Let's get that 1-to-1 risk reward on the likes and concurrent viewers. Pandas. This is acting a little sketchy now. No follow through on that big bull bar ending near its high. Got a second entry short here. Double top, could not reach the previous high before. Try to attempt it again. 1, 2, 3 attempts. Terrible signal bar. Not entering short here. Right, 20 EMA also blocking you, but right, we got some things happening here that may reverse this. But I mean, we're still above the 20 EMA, still in this channel. Hard to trade against that, in my opinion. Alaman Asad says 5-minute short looking juicy. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. The 5-minute does have a nice looking short because we have a trading range indicator marking here. Can come back down. And pandas, never in like the last 20 years have we had the 5-minute chart not come back to test the 20 EMA during the daily. Never in 20 years has that happened. Like from what I believe, right? I don't think it has ever happened where we do not come back to the 20 EMA on the 5-minute. Doesn't mean that, you know, we can consolidate here and the 20-minute catch up to us, but never, like in the last like 20, 30 years have we had a 5-minute on the daily not come back to test the 20 EMA. In my opinion, it's like a 99% chance we will come back down to the 20 EMA sooner or later today. Will it be now? Does that mean you go short here? No, it doesn't mean that. But what it does mean is that we can use that to our advantage if we think that potentially we can have a nice short trade come back to the 20 EMA. Another two-legged pullback, pandas. This is another two-legged pullback. A, B, C forming here. Another two-legged pullback here. I mean, from what we have, this should give us a point. Right? Every two-legged pullback probably can give us a point here. Richard Harris says Al Brooks said that too. That's exactly why I'm saying it right now. Al Brooks is the man. And he's the one who's been trading, you know, 20 plus 30 years, whatever. But in my experience as well, I've never seen a day that the 5-minute does not come back to the 20 EMA. I've never seen a day. This is a two-legged pullback, pandas, off the 20 EMA. And every single two-legged pullback so far has made a point. But, I don't know if I want to take this 20. I don't know if I want to take this two-legged pullback because you have our heads hitting here. 1, 2, 3 hits. Not sure, you know, there's not enough room right there. But on a strong uptrend day like this, you know, you might think it's worth it, right? Your risk is not that large, right? About 1 3/4 points risk. Actually, basically 2-point risk here, because 1 tick above here, 1 tick below makes it 2-point risk, right? 2 ticks. 159 likes, 202 concurrent viewers. It's not there yet, pandas. Just run the spiking channel on the 5-minute. This is how it looks like right now on the 5-minute. I want to go long here, pandas. It's looking a little too choppy for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overlapping bars. But man, I do feel like this most likely will make a point. But I'm gonna sit on my pause here. $160 likes. 191 concurrent viewers. Where are those 30 pandas? Where are our heroes at? We almost have a 1-to-1 like to viewer count ratio. That's insane to me. That's actually very impressive, pandas. I'm actually so thankful. Thanks for scalping that like button. Do appreciate it. But where are our 30? Where are our 30 hero pandas? Where are they at? Second entry long triggers. It's not enough room top of the EMA or top of this trading range here. Maybe if you come back with a limit order, you can get it. Seymour says, drink it, buddy. Hey, we're not even there yet. Caesar says, you have to take a shot for us for the real ones that like the video. Not there yet, not there yet. If we get a 1-to-1 like to viewer ratio, then I said I will sip on some whiskey for you guys. I'll take a shot. Very choppy now. Too many overlapping bars. This is a two-legged pullback though. Right, don't get me wrong. A, B, C off of the 20 EMA here on a strong uptrend, but the immediate price action right now is choppy. Plus, you have this trading range indicator marking the top of the trading range. Not enough space to make a point there. My opinion is just a little hard to get a point. But, I mean, with this uptrend, you have a good chance to still make it. Yeah, I'm giving you guys to 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Woo! Perfect scalp made. Right, this is another second entry long. Right, perfect scalp made, second entry long. It's just immediate price action made it difficult to trade there, but absolute scalp made. And a new high, a new all-time high made with that candle. Dave Kelly says, just checking in to hit that like button to get that panda to drink one. Stay profitable. Stay profitable, my friends. Let's go, baby. All right, absolute scalp made just perfectly here. Just an absolute scalp. 6 ticks. But congrats to those who went long there. Just a little too scared. And see, this is another thing about like trading, like on stream, is like I'm green right now. And I want to stay green for stream. And so it's like when I see a setup that I'm like, man, this has a high chance to make a point, I'm not gonna take it because I'm thinking, man, if I don't make a point, I might end red today on the stream. So that's like another added pressure to like not enter even some good trades. But people don't know the amount of stress that happens when you trade on stream. It's just that's why I trade only 2 contracts on stream, but off stream trading 4 contracts. Anyways, those who are just joining the stream, this is Buy My Money. Welcome to my channel. Right now we're getting we're trying to get a $150,000 account, funded account, and this is my journey to get it. And first you got to pass the Apex evaluation. Is what we're doing right now. Makes the absolute scalp reverses here. $10K. I feel like the spike in channel is easy to mark on the 10K charts. Just this right now. Spike channel, right? The first pullback here. Then we make the channel off the first pullback. So what's happening right now? Spike in channel. You see that the top of that trading range is acting as resistance, and that's why I was scared of this would happen. So I'm not entering. I'm fine missing that trade just because to me there are enough things for me not to enter it, especially with the immediate price action. Come back down strong. About to trigger a nice 2-legged pullback on the 10K chart, and this could come back down to the 20 EMA now, right? The 5-minute. This might be the one that brings us back to the 20 EMA. That's about 3 or 4 points. Does trigger the second entry on the 5-minute. A terrible signal bar, right? Right. That's about. I mean, the risk is like 3.5 points, but the signal bar is really terrible to go short here. Plus counter trend. Right, this is the first break of trend. Finally breaking below the 20 EMA. Finally breaking below this channel here. We're finally starting to see a little weakness of this uptrend. So the spiking channel showing weakness here, breaking below it. Not only breaking below it, but closing below it, pandas. You gotta take note of that. That's why I was scared to go long there, because you got that resistance right here. So now the channel's broken down, in my opinion, right? On the 2K chart, the channel has been broken. We do have like a type of head and shoulders pattern here, right? You can see the one shoulder here, the head here, and the shoulder here, and it's a slanted head and shoulders, but nevertheless, head and shoulders. This is the measure move, right, for the head and shoulders. This is how you mark it. So you have potential to come back around here. That's how you mark the measure move on the head and shoulders. You get the top of the head to the shoulder line, and from the breakout to the top, you know, you double that. The reason why that works is because risk-reward ratio, right? Whoever's entering this trade, right, to go short here is going to risk basically up to here, and so they're going to do at least a 1-to-1 risk-reward. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. Almost a 1-to-1. We got 30 more pandas to become heroes. Where are you pandas at? About 5 more minutes. A little bit more than 5 more minutes. Yep, got about 6 more minutes. Bottom of the trading range indicator marking perfectly, right? So the 2000 tick chart, we can see the trading range indicator. If, by the way, if you want more information about the trading range indicator or the two-legged pullback indicator, go to the official website, www.twoleggedpullback.com. Right now, this is what we're seeing here. Right, the trading range indicator acting beautifully. Also, for those who are joining the chat, this is an Apex challenge, and if you guys want to get an Apex funded account and try to do this challenge as well, there is a coupon code in the pinned message, and so it's 50% off, and you know, you can use the link that's in that code or in the pinned message and use that coupon. Helps out the stream a lot if you do use it. Let's go, baby. Where are the pandas at? I'm actually surprised the concurrent viewers is not going up even more because of the amount of likes there are. Last time we did this, when we pushed to this many likes, that the concurrent viewership was like just growing like crazy. I feel like the YouTube algorithm is like suppressing my video or something, like shadow banning it or something. I'm not sure what's going on. In my opinion, this should be pushing out to a lot more people. But hey, it is what it is. Thirsty Thursday. That whiskey challenge. Man, we made it a little bit more than halfway there. I didn't think you pandas can do it, but you know, it's worth the try, worth the try. Got about 4 more minutes until the whiskey challenge is over. All you have to do is scalp that like button if you want to take part of the whiskey challenge. If you want to see this panda drink some bourbon early in the morning. Breaking below the previous pivot low and 5-minute pandas. Guess what happening? We're coming back to 20 EMA, like I mentioned. Also bottom of the trading range indicator, but 20 EMA as well. Top of the channel on the 10K chart. You know, the thing is like, it's hard to just go short here though. You know, I'm not just gonna go short on you know, pattern line. Looks like this on a super strong bull trend. But like I mentioned, pandas, earlier in the stream, because we're overextended on the spiking channel on the daily, I think like we could have gone up, but we could create an inverted hammer today because we're just so overextended on the 2000 or on the daily chart. So this might be what's happening, right? We might have a nice strong move up in the beginning, and then we can come all the way back down, right, to create that inverted hammer. But who knows? Who knows, pandas? We're gonna let every bar help us with our price action. We need 30 hero pandas to scalp that like button to get a 1-to-1 risk, to get a 1-to-1 like concurrent viewer ratio. And I mentioned, I know we had the 300 like goal, but if we can get a 1-to-1 on the concurrent viewers and likes, then I will sip on some whiskey for you guys. And you guys have about 2 more minutes to do it. Just need about 20 heroes to scalp that like button. Will you be a hero today? We're actually so close to hitting the 1-to-1. I'm scared you guys are gonna do it, but we've got only about 1 more minute to do it, and I don't think it's gonna happen, pandas. But valiant effort, very good effort, very close. It's just those 30 pandas couldn't be. There were no heroes, not enough heroes out there. And as I say that, more and more of you guys are scalping that like button. We got about 1 more minute to get about 20 more likes on this video for me to drink some whiskey on this Thirsty Thursday whiskey challenge. Is it gonna happen? About 1 more minute. Alaman Asa says, yeah, I'm done for the day. Just waiting for that JoJo outro, broski. I love that outro. Man, about 15 hero pandas, 13 hero pandas. Got 30 more seconds. Ooh, can you guys do it? 30 seconds? 10 more likes? 20 seconds? I don't know if it's gonna happen. It's so close. About 18 more seconds. Can you guys do it? A 1-to-1? I don't know. Ah, so close. Oh, pandas. Sorry. Could not do it. So darn close. Well, pandas, thanks for joining the stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning I might actually do like a I might do extended trading, but we'll see. I might do extended trading for the members. It'll be something new I'll do, but we'll see. Pandas, thanks for joining the stream, and I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Trade safe, everybody, and thanks for joining. Seriously, I have the best community on YouTube, and I'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early. Trade safe, and as always, happy trading. God bless.